That's
But
so
All right.
I guess we've been ready.
Okay.
I mean,
All right. Nerdsies, you ready?
all day, every day.
Can't stand you. Del Pesh, is you ready? Down to Jiro, sorry, because I was told that we cannot say.
oh, you heard? Oh, you. Yo, yes, I'm ready. That is hilarious.
Yeah, I was told.
That was, and I whispered that too. That's crazy.
I heard that loud and clear in the ear. I heard that in the pod, and I looked at my phone. I'm like, that's in the pod. That is in the pod. So do that. I'm like, Del the Jiro, you ready?
No, right.
All right.
That was funny. That's funny. Or last 2 weeks. That
was
In a world where,
where they're not like us.
no, we're not doing that. In the world where it's gonna be a very hot summer.
Yes.
This is your vent. I'm your host, Jamie Hunter, aka J Hunterville. We got the Nerdsie here. We got Del Najiro here. The Triforce has. I think
I should say something, but I guess I'm saying something now. Anyways, wait, what were we doing?
I was gonna say like the Triforce has came back. The Triforce, but I don't know.
Wait.
I don't want to throw this up.
All right.
Because actually we get more views. But
like with this
try.
I can't.
or this.
This is diamond or
Now, see, if you're doing this, at least put all your eyes in it. Don't put one eye in it. A lot of people do this, put one eye in it, but nah, you do with all eyes. You make sure you make sure they see three of them. They say the third eye. Open your third eye,
open
people.
your third eye.
Open your, that's crazy though. I'm surprised people don't do.
Stay focused, my friends.
The third
I mean,
eye.
a funny, just an album cover or just, and like, yo, is that a bad
Forehead.
picture? Like what?
I want the four eye.
Four
eye.
Four eye.
So
We can continue what we were talking about.
let's well, I was gonna say
You're talking about the concert.
Go to Canadian stuff. Let's talk about the liquor first.
I know you said it like that, Canadian, but
I don't know why.
I kind of like that. Canadian. Canadian.
I mean, aren't we? What was Canada's first name?
What is Canada's first name?
Because I think it was
Something like it.
Canadian.
People at home, do your Googles. If you have your phones in your hand.
Canadian.
I think that's
No,
what
that sounds.
I don't wanna.
the French influence. 'Cause
Wait.
we forget that we were French
Yo,
influenced.
do they still teach kids about Pangea?
C'est quoi?
Y'all know about the Pangea about the worlds when they're all formed together and they just broke apart?
Oh,
Pangea?
Pangea. Is
I
that-
was
is
like, I thought it was a bread. To be very honest.
You're thinking
Pangea.
Panera bread. You're thinking Panera bread.
When you said that, I was like, what?
Panera bread.
Do they teach you about bread? Like, why are we?
Panera
Home
bread.
ec is done.
You're
We
thinking
don't do that no
Panera
more.
bread, yo.
we really don't do that anymore.
Like,
You're doing Pangea. Remember?
There's actually no home ec anymore.
that's why when he said it, I really looked at him like, oven where?
Yo,
Like,
and
what?
Shout out, Miss, what's her name, Mahani, teaching me in home ec how to make a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, yo. They used to teach
Now,
you.
the question is, you asked a good question. So Canada was originally 17th and 18th century, okay? It was known as New France,
See, the French. That's what I said.
or actually Nouvelle France.
Yeah.
In original French.
Français.
En français.
Jeez.
Je m'appelle. Okay.
Je m'appelle
But then-
Hunterville.
But then
Hey,
the,
tu.
but then the other people, oi, no, that's oi.
Sounds,
no, that's more,
Australian.
Right? That's awesome.
Yeah.
that's more Australian.
Oi.
bruv. Until Great Britain.
English.
Yeah, so Great Britain conquered it from France.
Yes.
During the conflict known as the 7 Years of War in Europe,
Yes.
and the French and Indian War in North America. Wow.
Yes.
Tele Francais. Tele Francais. Remember Tele Francais, bro?
Tele français.
That's why
Pineapples.
I said
The pineapples.
Canadien.
Ananas.
that.
Pineapple.
Ananas. Yes. Ananas. I never watched it, but I heard about it.
Tele Francais.
You I need to reset my.
Only one
side.
side of like
Tele France.
Toronto or like Ontario.
Yo, sometimes I wish I knew French
GTA,
immersion, bro, when I was a kid. Because, man, I used to struggle, bro. Because you never had cable, dog. And you're watching French, and the French had the best shows. They had Tintin in French, Arthur in French.
In French, sure.
And I only had like 5 channels. And the French channel was always the cleanest, and I'm just like, dog.
It was always the cleanest.
No, it was always the cleanest. And
no
you're just there like,
no
no
static.
static. And then you're like, you can't, you
Nothing,
don't
like-
understand. I know the episode, but I don't know what they're saying, so I'm just. Yo, Tintin sounds mad crazy. Ferry my bush. They're like, jeez, and you're just there like,
Oh, he's getting cussed out.
you're getting
I
cussed
think-
out. That's how Tintin sounds in real life. You're just there like,
That's so funny.
but.
I know how you did that.
Yo, bro.
You're like, yo, what the
Shout out Zerzer, the Haitians out in Montreal. Shout out you guys.
Zerzer?
Yo, big
What
up
do you say?
yourself.
But Zogod.
Gods.
Zo-
Can't wait. One day I will be there doing some compa, yo.
Some
I
cool.
do some compa?
Was it Safa Passé? Safa Passé.
C'est agent. And all them word there.
That is it.
Yeah, yo. The compa, yo. Is a straight two-stepping. But anyway, you know, one thing that won't be two-stepping? LCBO, because of them strikes. Apparently they're going to have a strike on July 5th. So I don't know if that means that they're stopping the alcohol service. What is it, the wage?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is going. It is the
Yeah.
wage.
So,
I mean, isn't it always the wage?
basically.
At the end of the day, it's all
So-
about the money.
But I guess, you know,
I mean, what are they getting paid these days?
I don't know.
Nothing.
$23 an hour?
I think wages will be cut because of like, not cut, but like, I don't think you're gonna get a raise if it's like exclusive. It's not exclusive anymore. If all these convenience stores can sell liquor,
See, and that's where
it's
the
not
issue's coming in.
exclusive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're telling me I can go to President's Choice, Fortino's or some other place and buy my Ray and nephew,
That would be crazy.
and imagine what that price would be.
Okay.
No,
They're probably undercut
All right. You want to hear the actual average? These are just averages.
for the Lickbo.
Yes. So it says
Yo.
the average LCBO salary ranges from approximately 48,000. So we can bump it up to 49,000 because 48,800 per year for human resources assistants, to 107,775 per year for a manager.
Oh wow. Okay.
wow.
So average LCBO hourly pay ranges from approximately $17.04 per hour for warehouse workers to $41.5 per hour for system analysis.
But what is
Wow.
what is like the
front.
the front? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
The
probably just
cashier.
minimum wage then.
No.
What is the minimum wage?
They're
now?
a little higher.
It's like 16.50.
Okay, so it's probably 17, 18.
It's real bit
No.
higher.
do-
And what is it? Sundays they get time off.
What is it,
Time
time and a
and a
half?
Time and a half. Well, that makes sense.
People fight for them. People be like, nah, I'm working Sunday. Nah.
No, but like at the same time, people
Oh.
be drinking on Sunday
Take
too.
it back. So the cashiers are getting 13 to 17 per hour.
Oh. Ooh.
What is our minimum wage again? Isn't it 16?
16.
But I think for certain things, like bartenders, they get a cheaper rate.
Say it.
Isn't that how it is? Like, because you guys get tips, you're not gonna get minimum wage. You can't get. It's like a different wage, right?
I don't think.
The industry used to be like that.
Oh, it's
I
not
think
anymore.
they changed it. But yeah, you would get less because you're under a different structure of labor laws
Lord,
because you're gratuities.
I'll just say this.
that sucks.
The one thing I remember about LCBO during COVID, those never closed down.
Those
They never
lineups-
closed down.
Those lineups, yo, around the block, like
People couldn't buy draws, but they can buy liquor.
that. People can buy draws.
People couldn't buy
Socks.
People couldn't buy. They taped up an area. I needed to buy a bag. I couldn't buy the bag. Only essential things. The bag is essential, brother.
I remember, yeah, like you couldn't.
I wonder if it's because that's property of the government. That's the reason why it was open.
Because it's drugs. I think it's because it's drugs.
Because,
Maybe I think that's one of their main like legal supplier that they like. We need to make this work going.
That is wild. That statement alone is wild.
Remember, if you get people addictive, you always have money coming in.
Not they are the legal suppliers of narcotics.
I mean,
What is alcohol? Isn't it spirits?
but there's another name for it, yeah. And it used to be what? The Prohibition era?
Yes, there was a history.
Yeah, and then they
there is
locked
a
it off.
history here.
There
yes,
was
about
some
it.
gang thing, people making their own liquor. And they said, "Nah, stop that. We're running the thing now."
That's and that was history by the fan. Brought to you by
Put that history. What is it? The history minute.
oh the
I
head
mean,
history.
oh, this is 22 minutes. Yeah. Oh,
But yeah, yo,
That's
like,
what happened though.
yeah, that's basically what happened.
And they're like, oh, we'll just tax you this time.
But I mean,
Lickbo and the beer store.
okay,
is this before
for the-
it used to be rationed out or not? Like,
Not
once upon a time, liquor was rationed out.
like
it was very
depends how
much
far back
controlled.
you're going though.
Yeah. Now they're just like everybody can serve.
Have
But
access.
you gotta pay tax as long as you
Free
give us a
walk-ins.
cut. Like it's the most gangster thing. Imagine you wanna make your own liquor. Yeah, just give us a cut and you make a liquor. Or then you gotta go to the plug, which is the distillery,
Which is yes.
and then whip up whatever you need to whip up in there.
Carefully- carefully.
And they
Carefully.
want their cut.
Right, yeah.
So you paint it twice.
You know what I mean? And low key, if you know, you whip it up real well, they'll figure out how you do it and make their own type of cut. They'll make their own. Just change the name
That happens a lot.
because you didn't patent it. How could you patent liquor?
So far in my life, I've never tried moonshine.
Oh, I tried moonshine, and that is not a
Moonshine is more like the act. It's not necessarily the product.
It's more
product.
the act.
Yes.
I
Not
tried
the
it.
Like,
product.
yeah, it's how it's been done.
Yeah, because you could make it at home.
Yeah.
I tried I think it was like Indian moonshine one time, and like
It's the way that it's
one
filtered.
I swear one eye was like closed.
what? One eye
Like
was just
my head
closed?
was hot in me, like it's like no, one eye was burning me, like, and it was sensitive to any type of light, and I wasn't drunk. I didn't feel
Oh,
it.
the wall. Okay, that's
It was just very like dull, and I don't drink, so like I was just being respectful.
rare. It's just like
They
yeah.
said a cup, drink with the father, and you know what I mean. And I should have known. That's the certain things you just gotta refuse. Like
no, because it comes in with a clear. They do it in a mason jar, clear, and you're just
it
like,
was clear,
Yeah, so
and it tastes
basically,
rough.
it's a high proof liquor traditionally made or distributed illegally.
oh, no.
That's what it is.
I know.
Like bootlegging
Never
is a
mind.
part of it.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't want to, because
You're
I had.
sipping, you're
I
like,
know someone-
oh,
there's some people I know that make their own like flavored moonshines and stuff, and it tastes nice. Watermelon, cotton candy, apple, grape, like different. Like it's. I never tried it. I'm not a drinker.
A lot of people slipping.
What?
You taste it, and you're like, "Ooh, this is tasty. This is tasty." And you just woke up.
By the second one.
You're just on the floor.
I remember there's a TikTok right now where the guy says, "I want this," and it's raining. I feel like I said, "Huh?" He's like, "I want this." He's like, "Electrolyte water, alkaline water, electrolyte water." I'm like, "That is Ray nephew. That is used to clean muskets back in the day. Like
No,
that
that's
is
like-
not something you drink.
Just so.
No." You know, you see people take a cap full of Ray nephew and just swig it for like cold and flus, like.
Oh, the for
But yeah, LCBO. I don't think that's a great time to. There's all these parties and
That's the perfect time.
and Juves and
that's the
Perfect time to get your point across.
strategy wise, strategy wise, and next
Like Toronto already needs like the city to be bumping, and how can we bump it without alcohol?
and what Canada Day is what next week?
Yep.
you guys.
So-
So you're telling?
saved it
Are
for
you
Canada.
telling me that you guys
Canada.
can't have fun without liquor?
Oh, I'm not saying can't have fun without liquor, but just saying that's majority of where a lot of people get their money.
So are you telling me the liquor is a getaway?
Whichever way you're saying it, it's just the part that makes the economics in this country.
So it's a way to make money.
It is a way to make money.
Liquor,
Liquor,
the spirits,
the spirits. Yeah,
dark liquor,
that's hilarious.
white liquor.
But either which way, that's what it is. Do you know how many? Do you know how much of a?
I feel like a lot of people make money just off the liquor alone.
But yeah, because that's like the biggest hold you're gonna have on the city. Because LCBO, it's not the beer store, but does LCBO own the beer store?
I feel like they're both together. But beer is just beer. A beer store is just beer store.
Yeah, because if LCBO is responsible for the beer store, that means that the beer store might.
I feel like they're a conglomerate. They work together.
Right. And then if that's the case, a lot of times the beer store is the one who actually ships the high levels to different restaurants, venues, etc. They also do orders for LCBO too. You could do an LCBO run and do it in orders.
Yeah.
So if that's the
beer
case,
store and LCBO are together, that is the most gangster thing ever.
then you've literally held
Both.
both
You
of
got
them.
the people, gotta get a beer back!
Right?
And then you get the, I wanna.
But then on top
shout
of it,
out.
the distribution for different restaurants, food places, all
Right.
this guy, all of them.
Get me a Corona.
So they're privately owned,
Okay.
and they basically anything beer related, they run it.
LCBO.
No,
beer
at the beer
store.
store, they run it. Like
So then they're not affected.
So imagine the owner of the beer store. He is probably laughing.
Oh, he might be happy.
Laughing.
Or they may be happy.
I swear people get money bringing their bottles back and everything.
oh yeah.
I remember that was a thing back in the day on Eglinton or on Oakwood. Back in the day, I remember that was just a natural trip before I go down the street, get some Randy's patties and walk back. And by the time I walk back, the beer, my parents like beer bottles would be like deposited. I just remember hearing the sound. That's like ASMR. Like cling, 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 cling. It's just.
I think. So for those like whoopsie.
You know, you grab all and you just all in the whole 2-4. The 2-4 all is just cling, cling. Like it's just one heavy like. You know what I mean?
For those in the city, if you remember on Oakwood, I think that beer store is closed.
Right beside the firefighter.
Right beside the fire station.
Is it closed?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't. They said they were planning on closing, but I think it's still there.
No, they can't close that. Yo, and for some reason, that place is eerily quiet.
That okay? Yeah. That
And it has the bell right there.
Yeah.
right.
But it's just eerily quiet, even though
it's
it's like a beer
residents.
store. That's why the beer buckets sound loud when you're just clinging them
I
in.
cannot. Because the space there is quiet.
Y'all don't find it weird?
No.
Anyway, whatever.
It's by residents, and then there's a fireplace, and then there's like the beer store.
Okay.
Nothing's really
It's
popping
funny. It's
there.
right beside like a fire.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? They probably getting lit in there. Yo, can you imagine?
Yo.
How can you imagine you're drunk at the job, and then you have to put on your fireman suit?
First of all, please don't come to my house.
That would not happen because that's a DUI.
No, but like you're the ones in the back. You're not even driving.
That's
Even worse.
not how that works.
and then
the ones in the back just.
Right? Like, passed out whilst the fire is going on. Like, imagine.
you're driving though.
Imagine. The firefighter just sitting there while the fire is ablaze. What?
But hey, there's some functioning alcoholics, right? So
I
they're long enough.
I guess. I mean,
There's functioning alcoholics. There's functioning. Some people could take the drive test drunk.
Sure.
Can you imagine? Anyway.
I mean, there's functioning crackheads, you know, and people who
A lot of people are just functioning with stuff every day. Mental illness.
That's what I
Just people just be functioning. People just trying to survive, bro. Such is life.
Where is the song when you need one?
I know. I was thinking of a song for like survival.
Like, someone needs to make a song for this.
Wait. Oh,
I swear,
this could
Elton
be
John.
like-
I'm still standing. I swear that was like really right after his like rehab.
I'm still standing by.
I'm still standing. You can never know what it's like. You know, he was. I feel like he was on cocaine then, but I don't know.
Wait. Just a little sidebar. What's going on, with Justin Timberlake? How they catch him with?
Oh, that.
How they catch him on
Wow.
DUI?
Yo,
and this thing.
I seen a
and this
meme.
thing.
I seen a meme.
Yo, they caught him on like 5.
Yo,
5.
I think
different stuff.
no, but I think that was a lie. I think it was a lie. I think they were capping.
Five.
They were capping. But I seen a meme.
DUI
where-
for sure. DUI
I
for
seen
sure.
a meme when they said, "Yo," when they told Justin Timberlake to walk a straight line, and it's just a white man. I don't want to lose now. I'm gonna half remember the video on the mirror where he's just pop locking.
Oh, he probably is.
Oh, you go. Hey, he had a banger still. Can you imagine?
A few bangers.
Can you please step out the vehicle, sir? Don't be so quick to walk away. But that's a banger too.
He has a lot.
But yeah,
But
did you hear what the cop that pulled him over?
What happened?
So basically,
I want to see the video of that.
Gen Z cop, he's like, no, you can't do this. Like, I'm on a tour. Like, I'm Justin Timberlake. He's like, you're who? Like, you did no. Like, he's like, tour for what? Like, he's like,
tour for.
he didn't know who Justin Timberlake was.
That's crazy.
Tour for.
He didn't know who Justin Timberlake was.
That's
man.
crazy.
And the thing is, he might. They might like shoot that guy down too for doing that. Like, oh,
I swear he's already back on tour talking about it.
You should let him go. You should.
He's really.
Yeah.
That's
Like, why was he driving then?
Sometimes
Why wasn't your driver driving? Like,
you know what?
That's the part. You got too much money for you to sit in it.
I don't want to talk about drinking.
You
you're at a good point.
Like,
You know what? You're right.
That's
like,
a good
why
point.
are you driving?
You have enough to hire a driver.
Yeah.
You want to drive.
And you want to drive under the influence? You couldn't call Bob?
Okay, maybe not mom, but like someone to drive your Maybach or something. I don't know.
You know what's interesting?
You could slumped out. Just,
The valet? Yeah, like, I did.
Ever since I
Justin,
watched.
we're here, and you're just like.
Speaking of this,
You could have continued drinking in the car.
you know what I thought about
You know someone.
when I watched the Kendrick. Yo, that is funny. That wake up is a real wake up. Your whole slobber crust right there. That was the good sleeps. That was the good sleeps. You know what I thought about? Because like Kendrick, like, you know, before we go into Kendrick thing, like performers, and then like performers that are on drug performers, like
Old Dirty Bastard.
like no, sure, but like you know what I thought about, like. Like, I thought about Chris Brown, right? Like, I know he's super performative.
And happened to be in Toronto as well as we speak.
I wonder, like, I know he's very talented, but sometimes I wonder, man, this guy be doing stuff that I'm like...
Well, honestly,
Like, I feel like there's some booger sugar just...
Okay.
We can't prove it.
I can't prove it.
Can't prove
You're
it.
right. You're right. Yes, this is...
But I may be wrong. I may be completely wrong.
In saying that, being that I went to the concert and watched him perform, I can sit here and say
he could perform.
He can perform. And to perform at the level that he did, if he is using some level of narcotics to help him boost it up.
Continue.
Wow. That shit is amazing.
That is not how narcotics work.
I'm just saying, if he already has the natural talent and he's already putting the discipline, the time, the effort, if he just need that one little piece to just give him a little bit of endurance.
Wow. Then what happens if he has a double dose if it's an encore?
Listen.
Can you imagine you being a performer and you just, all right, guys, thank you. It's winding down. Encore.
Wow.
Go right back out.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Wow.
But I wouldn't be surprised if that's the thing.
That dive to the table was a little... because
But like that has, you know what I mean?
There was a meme where like a guy put something on the table, he just backed up and he just went and he slid across the table. Yo, I'm seeing if I can find this for you guys.
But like,
I'm seeing if I can find it.
If it's like, I just don't like,
that guy.
Because I'm seeing people perform and I'm like, man, ain't no way that person ain't out of breath. He just did a lap like 4 or 5 times.
Trust me.
And you're singing the song word for word, voice for word. I'm just like, that's impressive.
That's definitely like endurance. That's training. Like, you know, he's clearly training for this.
You
know what? Because I thought to myself, like, man, that is tiring.
Because
I got tired thinking about it.
It is.
Like, can you imagine a rapper? A, B, C, D. Yo, crowd, sing the rest.
He is singing. He is dancing full choreography.
I got tired. I'm like,
the floors
I got tired thinking about it.
That was hilarious.
The floors are moving. The man is jumping. And still catching himself, getting into a split, coming back up, still singing.
Chris Brown was up in the air, suspended.
Yeah.
Singing.
Yeah. Yes.
Up in the air, just
tricks and flips and everything.
He got stuck in New Jersey, like the New Jersey when he got stuck.
When he's on the
he's just.
Yeah.
Never a right time to say yeah, man. Like anyway, I would be too scared.
Like 2 hours.
Nah,
with
man.
probably like 10-minute intervals of like him off only because he's getting dressed. That's it.
Yo, kudos to them. Kudos to them, I'll say. To the real performers that be singing the song word for word, and
Trust
doing the
me.
choreography.
And choreography.
And
Man.
yeah.
I seen Chris Brown do something where he was like dancing and he did like a flips, like he was on his side and he flipped back up, and I'm like, nigga, if a zombie was ever to do that type of sitting, I would be scared for my life. But shout out to performers, I would say.
Performers, yeah.
Speaking of performers, Kendrick Lamar's The Pop Out and Friends concert
Right.
was Wednesday.
As we were talking about it.
It was on Prime Video and Twitch live. I decided, you know what? I went to work. I decided I'm gonna watch this. I had a live stream on the camera. I had my on the TV in the hotel in Tampa. I got my food ready. I had some nice slices of pizza. Those were amazing. And literally, I was watching this, waiting to see what I would expect.
Right.
Right?
Now, you gave an answer way earlier that kind of shocked me, and that answer was, "This is the best live, like internet, like streamed on internet,
Hybrid.
yeah, hybrid, like a hybrid streamed on internet concert you ever seen,
I ever seen.
ever
So far.
so far."
Yeah, yes. Ever seen.
Wow, that's a big state. Like,
Ever seen, because you don't really get the chance to see like live stream performances like that, like with the quality, with the effects. Like if it's like that, if I could get concerts like that
you'd pay
in
for
the comfort of my own home, I wouldn't leave the house. I don't need to deal with crowds and finding my way to leave the traffic after the concert. I could watch it there and get all the joy and effect of it. Or maybe I'm just claustrophobic. Whatever.
But
And the quality. You know what?
I'm just like,
But thanks for confirming that.
you're welcome.
wow, yeah.
Anyway, but so we're watching it, waiting for it to start. You're hearing the crowds gather in and whatever.
Right.
A commercial comes up, and it was like an Amazon commercial.
Of
That's
course.
how I know Amazon. They put the bag up.
Yeah, they're like,
So they had the Amazon commercial where it's like they're singing like black song, like, you know, what is it, Shabuji? The current. No, Dennis, Trouble Shop of Whiskey. No, get tipsy. The country song. One, here comes the two. He used Chingy. I forgot his name. But
Not
it,
one. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4.
yeah, he used it in the country song. Oh my good Lord. I'm gonna shop whiskey. He did that song. And then you had
you just
That's some
described
gospel
like,
songs.
You just described like 1,000 songs. That could have
Yeah,
been,
I know any countries.
No, but he's
in
a
Georgia,
new artist.
standing there for me. Built in all America, smoking on these trees. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Anyway, Amazon did their ads. Dre and Snoop Dogg gin and juice ad over and over. They have a gin and juice. I was surprised. The funny thing is I seen it in the store and I didn't want to buy it because I'm not a
wait,
drinker.
did you also see Snoop's Cali Red? Because apparently that's a very
I
good
heard
one.
it's a very good run. I seen it in the LCBO or
okay.
Lickbo, and I don't, I seen it in a random store, and I just never decided to try it.
Cali Red.
This is giving. They pay a lot of money for advertising.
Amazon paid Amazon and Cash App,
Oh.
so
Okay.
so
Say that sentence again. Who paid who?
it was sponsored by Amazon and Cash App.
Oh, okay.
So think about it. Amazon Prime Delivery, obviously they go make money, and Cash App. I seen this video when it was like this the Sue Surf basically. I made the Crips and Bloods bigger. Basically, like talk about like the Amazon reps. He's like basically with my money I made things big. Anyway, but
Right.
starts off advertisement. There was one advertisement where it was like a West Coast guy rapping, talking to Kendrick in like the West Coast slang. Kendrick like deciphers it and talks to like the author. I forgot forgot his name. It's like David Rom or something. It's like one of those big authors for like Principles to Life, 10 Principles to Life or something. Like one of them big authors.
Right.
And basically he was talking about like investing in yourself. Like always go for the slow bag because if you go for the big bag, and I'm like, why would he put that in there?
As company, as Kendrick with his new company, PG Lang.
Yeah,
his
PG
label.
Lang. It was all in there too. There was like PG Lang presents.
PG
or
Lang,
whatever.
yeah.
So they're doing the things, and then DJ Red or DJ Head or whatever goes up. He says, you know what? You know he's gonna do the artists. So like bunch of artists. Let me get the names. The one Canadian that was actually a Canadian artist, Jay Worthy and the Wops. Jay Worthy's actually from Vancouver.
I've heard of that.
Oh, you heard that name before?
There's Rebel, Rayvon, the Cuzzos. I don't know. I like the Cuzzos. Rayvon obviously was rapping. Rebel had that song Untouchable was crazy.
Rumble, yeah.
Zoe Osama. There's a lot of people. Tommy the Clown, the Crumpers. You know Tommy the Clown, Crump. They were doing their,
Right.
you know, all that good stuff.
Right.
Then DJ Mustard had a set. He dropped out. He did that. There's a song called Soak City. And then my man busted up. You know, they did, you know, Blast pulled up, you know, let me talking. When you my spot open, it's an ocean. They did that track.
Oh, okay.
That sounds hard. That sounds hard. Ty Dolla $ign did Paranoid, you know. I said, deep bitch, I said, you know, type of party, my type of party. Don Kennedy
Okay.
popped up.
Very Don Kennedy is very
You know,
underrated.
Steve Lacy, I wish I knew you wanted me, you know.
So he was playing these people.
Yeah, these guys are doing their songs. Then Tyler popped up.
The
I
fact
wonder if it was because they couldn't be present.
I think no. They were there. No, they were performing.
were performing.
They popped up. Yeah.
So the fact
Oh.
you said Mustard had like literally an hour set by himself.
Like, I feel it was like an hour because he had like different artists popping
People,
up.
yo,
Gotcha.
Mustard,
In and out. Artists in and out.
Mustard has a
Outside.
lot of like.
And then when Tyler the Creator came out, the whole place, the whole roof lifted up.
Yeah.
Whole roof lift up. I was like, but I did not know Tyler stuff like that.
Right.
But I was surprised. But to the point that I'm
know.
like, I gotta listen to his music.
Because Tyler is this is one thing I know about Tyler.
He's very artistic.
Not only is he very artistic, he's very community oriented. And he goes very far with his like effects of like performing. I remember one time he was for BET, he had this dramatization where it's like what's that thing when you have a picture but it's only in one place?
Picture in one place.
Yeah. It's
like
like a freeze of a picture. Like it's just a
It's
scene.
like a still shot.
Yeah. It starts with an M. I can't remember what it's called.
Mirage? I don't know.
Not a mirage. But essentially what happened was it's like a set he had for this award show. And he gets out of a car, drives in this car. And then as he gets out of the car, all he does from like one side, gets in, car, leaves the car. And all of a sudden some wind starts blowing. And all he's doing is walking. But as he's walking, there's actually
The
a
set's
conveyor belt.
moving. Oh.
Yeah, there's a conveyor belt underneath. So he can't actually move. But you're seeing him going against the effort
That's
of this
actually pretty
wind.
sick.
Right? And it just looks like he's contained in this box. It was wild. Mind trip. Craziest thing. His clothes were going crazy. Everything started changing. Like, it was just madness. But his performances, freaking great. Great.
They did like the Nipsey tribute because obviously West Coast
Yeah.
and stuff. Roddy Ricch popped up. Roddy Ricch, obviously when you do the box, it's gonna, yeah, everybody, you know, and he did Die Young. Die Young on the right one. And then not knowing that he was gonna pop up, but YG popped up.
Right. Oh, now that's
YG, the same one that Drake said, you know who bangs in there? YG.
right.
YG, you know, shows up at the Kendrick concert, does his song, Who Do You Love, you know? And then downtime, they started playing like little songs. They played Amelie. They played like I felt like every song Kendrick
From Wayne?
played, yeah. Every song they played, I felt like they played it for a reason.
But
Okay.
it's obviously for a reason.
Like it's like, you know, like they're trying to make you know, like, yeah, we're playing this to get you back. Like at one point when they played the Payback by James Brown, I'm like,
Okay.
That's interesting.
The big payback, yeah.
So basically, E40 does the intro for the West Coast. Kendrick comes in with Euphoria. Now, that was crazy because it's like he waited. The crowd was going nuts. He waited. Still like there sitting. Then he starts featuring and neutralize. It did it. The whole crowd started rapping it with him. Like the whole crowd started rapping. Don't tell a lie about me. I won't touch you for you. Beat drop, pyro, like it's like a wrestling. What the whole crowd yelled, what is it, the braids?
Yeah.
Hurt your feelings? The whole crowd, and you heard it in the crowd. You know? He did DNA, he did Element, he did We Gon' Be Alright.
We go, oh, okay,
and that
okay.
blew up in there, obviously. So he did Swimming Pools. He did Money Trees with J-Rock.
Right.
He did Win. He did King's Dead. People thought Future was going to pop out for that. But
that would have been, ooh.
But
if Future came to the West Coast, that would have been...
Then...
no problem.
That would have been like...
Right. And then he did 616 in LA with Absol.
Okay.
And then 16, and then he did Collard Green, Schoolboy Q popped up. That part. King Kunta hit in there. Mad City Man Down. That was sick. That part was sick because they had like the man down and the lights were going.
Right.
And this I'm like, this is where money comes to play. He's in a red hoodie, he's rapping. And every time the beat goes, and the beats, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. And his hoodie is changing, like his outfit is changing from red to blue.
Right.
But it's the lights. And I'm like, oh, these guys have money. That Amazon bag is crazy.
And the thing is, red and blue is like, it could be Police Siren too.
Police Sirens or Crips and Bloods.
Right. Or Crips and Bloods, yeah. Or
and
CB,
then
yeah.
he did Humble.
An American flag.
And also,
he did Humble. And then he did That verse. Finally did That verse.
Okay.
And then Dr. Dre pops up. Does Still Dre.
Right.
And he does California Love. And then he does I See Dead People. Not Like Us drops. The crowd's going nuts. He does it the one time. Stops it at A minor.
Right.
Holds it. Does the Hotline Bling dance.
That was so funny. Sorry.
Then he does it again. Hotline Bling dance again. But the second time he did it with the crowd.
Right. He let the crowd like...
Yeah.
Right.
Third time, rocked it again. And then, you know what's so funny? Because I can't say that, like, the first time he did Not Like Us, and he did the wop, 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 wop. The camera.
Yeah, yeah.
That was crazy. Great experience to watch. But what I realized is, like, not only the thing about, okay, how do I put this? Y'all remember when Drake and the Meek Mill thing happened?
Right.
When they were beefing?
Yeah, and Drake did OVO Fest, and he did back-to-back, over and over again. That's what they remind me of. So I can't say that, like, this was not, like...
Like, he didn't take inspiration from it.
There was no inspiration. But what I did notice is, like, the biggest difference is obviously you get to watch it live. So it's not only the people at the place getting the experience.
It's people at home.
People at home are getting the experience too.
Right.
We're not watching it from a phone. Like when Drake did back-to-back, but at the time, you gotta understand that it wasn't live streams back then. Like,
there were clips of it.
Yeah, but it was like an Apple thing. He did the Apple charge up, and then he did the memes dropping in the background for the back-to-back and all that stuff.
Right.
It was crazy. That was crazy. So I feel like Drake, if people are gonna say that this is a shot at Drake or whatever, which it kind of is,
right?
That was like basically the same thing. A taste of your own medicine in a sense.
Yeah.
So for the fans that are doing everything to vouch for Drake just to get an OVO loot bag,
not just to get an OVO loot bag. Ugh.
Come on, like.
People are really out here.
The concert was nice.
What are they doing? Knocking on their door?
People are acting like the concert wasn't that great. And I'm like, you got to give credit where credit is due.
Yes.
That was a fire concert.
Wait, but someone wasn't invited.
Huh?
And someone wasn't invited.
The game.
And he had a 17-minute rant on why
The game.
He said he had a family.
the game. Yeah,
He said he had a family and kid, because, man, it's just sticky. It's just sticky.
He was invited to that one.
Yeah, he was invited. Apparently.
damn.
He said it was sticky. It was sticky. And, I mean, he's cool with Drake. A lot of people are still cool with Drake, and
Right.
I don't see why not.
That's
I don't see why not.
the thing. Yeah,
I think what makes it worse is the people are acting like that Kendrick is not beating him right now. That's what makes it worse.
right.
For the people that are like, Drake is still gonna have a hot summer.
Yeah.
Like, my analogy for this is like, Drake is like McDonald's and Kendrick is like Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
So when we talk about chicken burgers, Chick-fil-A is the person for chicken burgers.
Okay, yeah.
No matter how much you try McDonald's to go on like, yeah, and then you have people that be like, people are out here saying Chick-fil-A is a chicken burger. And people are like, no, McDonald's is a chicken burger. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Right.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And people are like, well, the marketing, you're getting stuck by the marketing.
Right.
Well, yo, McDonald's is better because they have fries, they have Big Macs, they have this, they have that. But I'm like,
Fries.
but we're talking about chicken burgers.
You want to eat the specifics, like
Hey, let's not act like the McFlurry wasn't a blizzard. Let's not act like
Wait a minute, whoa.
the McCafe
That took me
wasn't
out.
like
I really sat here
you
and
see what I'm saying? Let's not act like
they were terrific.
McCafe wasn't Tim Hortons at one point Arabica beans before.
And what's funny is they bought Tim Hortons' old supplier.
They did.
So for those like here, like you're tasting Timmy's old coffee, which is better. Yeah.
Meet the founders. Dear Ronald. Anyway, I'm joking. But yeah, like, I'm not gonna say McDonald's is trash.
Really think about
I like McDonald's.
Let me lean back a second.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Took me out.
So
Wait.
you guys are sitting here like, hey.
As soon as he said it, it was like,
Wait. Let's hold on.
I'm sorry.
Come back.
I'm sorry. I took
The
some time
Blizzard,
on
the
this.
Blizzard is Dairy Queen's.
yes, ice cream that's mixed in with like different toppings.
We do research on the show.
What is the Oreo McFlurry?
Yeah.
And what is the Oreo Blizzard?
The only difference is the cheesecake
No, yeah, but
and the chunks. They
no,
actually
but
leave the
it's the
icing.
same thing in a
Yes,
sense.
in the sense.
Vanilla ice cream and Oreo chunks.
Yes.
Blizzard was first.
Yes.
I was thinking this question, but it completed it for me. But that's a whole other thing.
But yeah,
Anyways,
so I'm saying what it is for me is like, we gotta give it up
so
to
1984. So 1985, the Blizzard from Dairy Queen was let's say invented. Okay, now the
McDonald's
the McFlurry was when we were like 99, 2000, I'd say tops.
maybe.
Cause they had milkshakes, they had stuff like that,
They
but the
had
McFlurry was like,
And McDonald's has been around for quite some
Not,
time.
so yeah, 1995.
right. See what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, you don't say.
Yo, that's
Blending it up together. But anyway, at the end of the day, like,
Something must have been going on that year.
I'll just say you
That's
can't.
why they created it.
Yo, it's funny we just said that too. Like people will watch what you do and be like, nah, let me remix it a bit.
Yeah.
I was reading a book about
That was-
marketing, and that was something. It's like, try to be the first to do something, and if you can't be the first, be the second, but like,
the best at copying.
or copying but different, like plagiarize but not plagiarize.
You have to plagiarize, but be so good at it that people forget who the actual original person was.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Plagiarize, but not plagiarize.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know what.
But I don't
So
know.
good.
But-
You're so good that people are like, but wait,
But here's the thing.
you do it better.
Here's the thing. Some people probably work together and said, hey, you can take that. You can take it. We don't know, right? But at the end of the day, I can never say that Drake is not like a top artist. We can't say that.
You know what?
I could never say
as
that.
you say this, and as we said this, this is what Drake needs to do. He needs to go and take that whole theory
I'm
and
McDonald's.
just do it way better.
Yo,
No, and I'm not saying that Drake is not a top artist, but I'm saying right
He is a
now,
top artist
he is. But right now, Kendrick is beating him up right now.
in North America.
I feel like all around the world, man.
Worldwide.
I feel like he's getting cooked. But it's okay because this is the battle and not the war. I feel like we will see what happens in the long haul. I do think, though, like, you know, it's the summer. Drake can pull something off in the summer. I don't know what. But we can't count him out just yet. I just believe that right now Kendrick is winning this thing right now.
He's on a, yeah.
And
But like I said, like I still hold the opinion. It's a little. It's not landslide to me. It's
I think it's landslide now
You think it's landslide now?
for impact. You ever seen like a fight and the fight is like toe to toe, but then you look at the damage at the end?
Oh, so someone's lip is just like
Some lip is hang, face is bust. If you look at the judges' scorecards, they'd be like, it's kind of even, sort of. They both lied. They both had some kind of truth. But at the same time, that guy's face is bust up.
right.
So we got to go with the guy that looks unfazed. You see what I'm saying? So, and he's having a victory lap right now. Had the whole East and West just having a jolly old time together. Dancing in the circle. Hey, Demar DeRozan, hey man, I know in the Not Like Us, he said, camera's right here. Not Like Us, he said that, you know, I'm glad DeRozan, they didn't respect him. We respect you, man.
No,
like
we
respect you, bro. We have love for you, man, DeRozan. You were good with us. You were a Raptor that we believed in. I believed you got robbed in the dunk-offs that you were in. You got robbed. And you will always be a great Raptor to me.
Question. Is that his former employer?
Who?
Drake.
I don't know if it's former Drake.
Did he own it when he was on the team?
I don't... No. I think it's just because he was Toronto.
Did he own the Raptors at that time when he was on the team?
Was he ambassador? Not that time. I don't think he was ambassador then. I think it was a year
Drake?
I think it was 1 year. He was like the ambassador guy.
Yeah.
It was the same year he got traded.
And then we
got championship.
The next year,
and we respect you. Listen to me, DeRozan. We respect you. Don't let Kendrick tell you otherwise.
That would have been
we
his
respect you,
employer.
DeRozan. We respect you.
Right
They just made moves,
was
and the moves worked. And I guess that's just business in the NBA. And you know what? You know, if it wasn't for your talent, we wouldn't have got that trade. And still appreciate you, DeRozan. We still appreciate you. You know what I mean? Thank you.
But the timing of that was just...
I just don't... Now, the question is...
Wait, when did we... Okay. So when did we win?
2019, 1 year before COVID.
Yeah.
It's crazy how I just remember it. Like,
So he's been...
Ambassador since 2018, probably.
He's been the ambassador since 2013.
Way back.
Oh, okay. Well,
Wow.
good for Drake. I'll say that. I'll say good for Drake. Then when did the Biofuels Trading Center open? Wasn't that 2019 as well? Whatever. Anyway, but I do think, I'll say this, Kendrick is winning right now. He is...
I mean, that's not an argument.
The concert was great to see. The East and West Coast, man, it made you realize that there's a lot of history in the West.
Yes, yeah.
And then I believe that, like, it would be nice if Toronto had something like this earlier. Like, it'd be nice.
Earlier?
Or...
Something like what?
Like that, where like...
The concert?
A concert where all the, like...
There's
a lot of Toronto, not even legends, like the potential artists, the rising up and comings.
But it's like I'm saying, I think it's possible.
I believe it's possible.
But it's just...
it's just setting differences aside.
Not just setting differences. It's more like... Who's actually going to show up? That's really the other part.
I feel like everybody would show up.
Okay, so people
just like everybody showed up. Well, for Kendrick, and if it was a Drake and Friends, well, I think he did have something like that, but it was like more.
But it was
American artists, American acts.
No. So are you talking about that one or the one?
No, the Northern one was just Northern All Stars.
Right, but he should do that again.
They should have had like a
with the new people.
The way I think they should have like a
I'm so
we
shocked.
the North, we the North.
Sister.
They should just have a We the North showcase. We the
Okay.
North showcase. Rise up and coming. Da-da-da. It's just the politics, which every place has.
Right.
But
Actually, speaking of studying something and making it better, Drake should just do it in a very generalist way. So like, not only rap it, but like pop as well. So if he can showcase some new pop and R&B and be like, take that, take that, Kenny, and then those people pop off, and then you have more people in the industry.
I don't want it to be the North versus the West. Let's not do that.
What do you mean?
What?
It would be the East first off.
Well, technically,
We're on East
we
side.
East.
The man when
East
Kendrick
with West
when
again?
you know what Kendrick
Oh.
said when Kendrick said you can copy this culture, you can't copy this violence. You may be right. Like I don't want to copy the violence.
But we wouldn't be copying violence. That's the thing. Like our history. That's the other thing. Again, this is one of those things where I get very upset about. Because Toronto, Ontario, Canada has a history. The issue is that we choose not to subscribe to the Canadian context and lens. That is the issue.
What do you mean?
It's the fact, like, prime example, we were talking about LCBO. LCBO has such a running of, like, historical things that happen in Canada. The fact that we had the, the Prohibition, and how that was a whole war that happened where people were fighting against the liquor distribution and everything like that, where liquor was just not something you had. Like, it wasn't something you had, period.
Yeah.
But the thing about
Right?
it, it's like, can the Prohibition be compared to the crack epidemic?
But it doesn't matter. That's it. We're not comparing. It's still history is history. This is like saying the whole the slavery versus what happened to the Jews. Like, we're not here to compare. Your history is your history, but your story is your story.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
hear you.
and we could still live off of that. Like the fact that, prime example, the fact that a lot of the things that we watch and are packaged are Canadian things, but sold back to us because Americans came and made it on our soil.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's a big thing. We don't recognize that. How many of the top actors, performers, and everything are Canadian?
Like for people that
When
watch
you really think of it.
if you watch
So,
the boys is basically
The Boys is filmed. Nate Phillips is filmed in Regent Park.
Right.
It
Some of
was
the-
filmed like
right.
their places.
Some of the top shows, some of the top
Suits.
airing things were again
Suits, yeah.
filmed here in Canada. And yet,
or Vancouver, yeah.
like, we don't take pride in the things that we do and what we produce and the history in order for those people to come here. This culture has existed. This is the reason why we are such a staple in the industry, especially when it comes to film and culture, especially when it comes to film and festivals, especially when it comes to these. We have made this, and yet we do not adapt or take in that these are some of the things that have affected us.
But see, they closed the science center like 2 days ago.
But that's what I mean.
The
That's
ceilings
still,
are falling.
that's still culture.
That's the thing.
But that's what I mean. Like,
I'll just say this. You're right.
like no one's
And-
caring to like think about what we actually offer here and keep it going or maintaining it.
I don't think we support our own.
And that's the issue.
That's what it is. That's one of the main issues. But
You're Canadian. But
I don't think
but
people
you're
support
Canadian
their.
too.
I don't think people. There is a very cliquish thing until you're an asset some way, in some sense.
Ooh.
Like there's a clique, but like I can't say like can you say it's a clique, or is it just these are the people that are winning right now? You know what I mean? Or
But why-
like what can I don't know what to call it.
Why
It's
would you
just-
think it's a clique, and why would you think that you're on the opposite side or on the outside of this group? That's one. Two, what is it that makes you so different from this group that you think that you're not going to be accepted or they are not accepting of you? Three, the people who are successful, how many of them are really gatekeepers? Especially if you're not promoting anything Canadian. Right off the bat, you're definitely going to be taken off the thing, because it's like, why would I accept you if you're not even going to represent Canada?
No, I feel like there's people that represent Canada. I feel like I do think there is a gatekeeper thing. I don't know. Like, I swear, what's her name?
I mean, gatekeepers are like a global thing for those that are
So-
listening, watching. But like,
I feel
in
like
this
there
city
is
alone,
some type
like
of gatekeeping thing. Like, it's...
like for some reason, this city it's like more amplified.
I don't think it. Honestly, I don't think gatekeeping exists here.
What?
Wait, okay. I don't know.
The reason why I say this is because how can you
Do you think it's just networking type thing?
I was gonna say that. How do you think you can gatekeep something when you don't even recognize when it's in front of you?
Wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah. If there's a star in front of me, how can there be gatekeeping if I can't even recognize you have any type of value at all?
I mean, some people know your value and they could just go like this. As I was saying, I am the star. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
No, but
You know what I mean?
Who
I'm
does
joking.
that?
But I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying.
No, but I still feel there is like,
By who?
I feel like you need to get into like a certain pocket.
and then the opportunities start coming because they know
Like
they know the
that's why
person.
you always hear people go into the States and then come back and then they're a star here, or like some people get accepted by getting viral in the States and
Yeah.
then come. You know what I mean?
But it's like how?
But it's like this person's been doing this here for the longest time.
like
Right.
okay.
Or maybe there's just not infrastructure where that.
I don't think there's gatekeeping. The reason why I say this, okay? Last night I went out to an event and I was literally saying to my best friend, I was literally pointing to everybody in the room who was a big thing. They're sitting in the room with me at a local restaurant, sitting here enjoying themselves. Where was the gatekeeping?
But that's not. That's an event. That's a party.
Okay.
A party is different than
No,
like
but
actually
gatekeeping also-
working together.
Like,
No. Gatekeeping is also being exclusive from certain crowds, certain events.
I'm
certain...
saying gatekeeping in the form of
That's what gatekeeping
having a
is.
fan base, creating a fan base.
But that's what I'm saying.
But I'm not. I don't think there's a gatekeep in like. Well, in regards to the event, I don't think there's a gatekeep.
But that's
I think we good.
But that's what I
But
mean.
I'm saying,
I
like-
was sitting in a room with a girl who has over 100,000 followers on Instagram.
Right.
In the room, and she's like dancing and talking to everybody and whatever, right?
right.
Where was the gatekeeping?
I'm not. You're saying gatekeeping in the form of contact.
Yeah, because that's the exclusiveness.
I think.
It's the lack of access, the lack of resource, the lack of giving information.
So wait,
the
so
lack of
so you're saying like, if it was a gatekeeping thing, you wouldn't even like, you'd be having like I have like reservations here, and then they'd be like, nah, you can't really.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Someone would be like,
I
nah.
see what you're saying.
But I think it's the fact you're there, and you'd be like, oh, you do this,
You're
you
close-
do that.
So it's
Whoa,
like you're
okay.
closer you're closer than you think.
Yes, and that's
basically.
why I said, how can you gatekeep when you don't even recognize who's in the room with you?
Okay.
Wait, let
I
me
see
fire
what-
back though. Could they be inviting you in though?
What do you mean?
Could they be inviting you in?
Me?
Yeah, they're like, oh, they're like looking at, they look up and down.
Are
they're like,
you since you got in the room? You think everybody else can get in that room?
Yes.
That-
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean,
I don't know.
and that is
See,
fair. I don't know. I
that's
don't
the
know.
reason why
That's
I'm
fair.
like,
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know if it's anybody. I think some people will work like they look you up and down. They go
I don't know about you.
either that or like, nah, I could use this person just to, yeah, let them in. Let's serenade them. Give them here.
not serenade.
Here's some wine. Here's some good food.
You
Let's
like a
talk.
cup of coffee?
Like the cup of coffee. Let's talk. No, let's talk.
Maybe.
Keep you off your defense.
I would. If you think about it, I wouldn't know, right?
But that's what I mean. How would you know gatekeeping?
I would know gatekeeping if I see, for example,
Like,
I'm
just
this is how I see gatekeeping in the sense of this person's been doing this for the longest time, like artists, like doing this music for the longest time, and someone comes in and they just skyrocket because they probably know somebody and they both know the same person, but this person somehow skyrocket, and it's not because their talent is better, it's because they probably found a way to get in by I don't know. Usually,
Yeah,
I don't know.
you know, yes.
Yeah, so it's kind of like maybe the gatekeeping statement is not the greatest statement for now until there's like a take for that. But I do think there is politics in the sense of like for everybody to be in one room, you know, that still could be a form of gatekeeping in the sense. It'd be like, yeah, I don't want that person in this room with me.
No, that's a very
But that is gatekeeping.
yeah.
It's I have this and you're not allowed to have access to it.
Well,
or I have all these things and I won't share it.
Everybody's like, for example, everybody's trying to be on Drake's good side right now. And if you're not on his good side,
Automatic.
But that's politics.
well, is that politics or just gatekeeping as a whole?
No. Because if he is giving
Giving
has
a
access,
service.
yeah, if he has access to things and you're allowed to have access to it, but if you then rub him wrong, that's not gatekeeping, that's politics.
Okay.
Gatekeeping would be like, and you get something, knowing that you need it, and he's heard everything about what you said.
But I mean, that's still a form of politics in the same way. On their end, I guess you would consider games like, no, I just don't like you and I don't want you to win. So,
Now, see, and the funny thing with that turns more into blackballing, which I don't know
why
why.
did third eye? Why we have to call it blackballing? You know, I know say that it shouldn't be no blackballing. Why it have to be black? But why is a white lie white? Huh?
Let's just
That's
find.
what you wait. No, I know.
Why they don't call it a black lie? They call it a lie. But why is a white lie, but blackballing black?
Let's find the history.
What bad man not? I don't work with the black balls.
Right? So,
I don't deal with no blackballing. No blackball.
reject someone,
Fire.
usually a candidate,
Fire for
applying to
blackball.
become a member of a private
I
club,
don't.
typically by means of a secret ballot.
Forgive me.
The origin, in the late 18th century, from the practice of registering an adverse vote by placing a black ball in a ballot box.
Well, I know say we should not free use black as the balls. No black balls.
Okay.
I know say.
So it's
black
basically
ball in the ballot.
a vote against, especially to exclude from membership by casting a negative vote.
That's why man no work with Babylon, you know. Babylon, hey, burn out the balls there. Burn out.
See,
hey.
why did we even have to take it? Like, oh, so this was as early as the 17th century in America. Members of fraternal clubs often voted at their members.
All right.
Fraternals.
That's what you know. Oh, the fraternities.
Once you hear fraternity. Oh.
So they didn't have paper ballots at the time. Many decisions had to be almost unanimous.
Don't you think? Like no one just decide like just like why? Like, would you just?
Or they didn't. Well, they didn't
Was it hard to make paper back then?
Okay, well, I don't know.
Oh,
okay,
no.
so what they used to do to agree on something was
Fight?
no, they didn't fight. Was basically that was their way of selecting whether or not a project can go forward.
Okay.
So they would use black or white, right? Those were the options. We're polarizing. It's either yes or no, black or white.
I know said that is not right. Why does the black have to be no and the white have to be right?
You don't like boundaries?
Fire upon boundaries. We have to. No, sorry. No,
Wait,
like
what?
no. Wait.
What?
Wait.
What?
I have to recalculate what he has to say. Wait.
What?
I have to recalculate.
What?
No. Fire upon Babylon, I meant. Babylon.
No, you don't like
Babylon
boundaries.
voting system.
Listen, sometimes.
Then Babylon has to put in Joe Biden and we have to say Biden.
Hey, if
Babylon,
that's the case, I am okay with being the black ball because that means that it's called a no and it's called boundaries.
I don't like being called the black balls.
So if you got black balls, that means you knew.
I no for no ball. No.
So,
balls.
so someone getting blackballed is like, nah, it's pretty much no for
It's
you.
a no for you. Yeah. So that's basically what it was, and that was the purpose of it. So because they didn't do ballots then, it was basically.
I'm more trying to emphasize the color, not like the.
I know, and that's why I'm like, why are we internalizing it?
I mean.
So who got whiteballed before?
Well, white ball was just yes.
Why would the white ball be yes?
No boundaries?
I know said no. Hey, Babylon system. I tell the people that the white ball, it's the ball heads, the ball heads, crazy ball heads.
No boundaries.
Babylon. Babylon. I was trying to say Babylon. Terrible mistake. But anyway, at the end of the day, I do believe Toronto can have this if we just.
We should host it.
But you need to.
The vent presents Toronto something. It had to be GTA.
The Toronto Summit.
The Toronto Summit.
It can't be Toronto Summit. It has to be Canada.
But then,
or the east side.
Everybody has to perform one track, and then they're probably gonna be, I want to perform 2 tracks.
And
I'm better than this man. Why is this man on my set list? Why is this person's word bigger than my words? Why is this Sizzler broke his plot because they couldn't find his words? Like it was a smaller writing in the plaque than DJ Khaled's writing.
I think the easiest way to solve that problem would be debut year.
No, I don't know, man.
That would be easy.
That is none of my business. That's not my business.
Like,
I mean, because you know what?
When did you come out? That is the order we're gonna.
I just realized I have to go to Jamaica and answer to all these things that I've said here.
What? Wow.
And I apologize to whoever. You know what? We gotta learn to just have apologies. I apologize to everybody that I may offend, and if anybody out there hates me as much as Kendrick Lamar hates Drake,
I'm rolling.
I apologize. I truly apologize.
It was the Wanda.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering like
it was that.
And also, one thing we learned is not to mess with the quiet person that is from the hood. Leave that person alone. The person that's in anime or whatever, that quiet person that read books, the crackhead, or the crazy person that's just there in the corner. Or the person, man.
There's a lot of just leave people alone.
Leave people like
the bear.
One time,
these days, man.
The first time ever I went to Brampton, I used to go to the bank at night and not feel phased, right? I don't know why I went to the bank at night. There's just something I did, and I went to the bank the one time, and I seen like a homeless person sleeping in the bank, and the fear that become like the fear.
Straight goosebumps, yeah.
I said I'm going to the bank because I remember back in the day that TD on Eglinton. Remember the TD that used to be on Eglinton and Allen?
Right. That one, yeah.
Yo, bro, I remember someone was sleeping in there, but I need to get money out of there. And instead of going to the coffee time, I couldn't go into coffee time because I only had the $120. And I had a TD card. So if I went to the coffee time, I wouldn't be able to get the full 20. So, yo, it was rough times. I remember, yo, bro, me and the homeless man sleeping on the corner, and I'm pressing the buttons, but I'm trying to press it in a way that, like, it didn't make noise, because it felt like I was detonating a bomb. Like, as... oh, boop. And I'm like, if I go fast, would it be a constant beep? Or if I went slow, like, bro, I was straight. You know, you press the button and then you're trying to like use your whole finger and this.
Yeah.
Yo,
with the old
holding my breath.
I can't with you.
And you're like, oh, it's so.
Nothing might happen, but next year it was because
the money's coming out now, right?
And then you have to wait for it to roll. Like, yo.
That is the theme for today's episode.
As it's shuffling out,
yeah, you hear
the gentleman is also shuffling up.
The shuffling when the man just wakes up. Oh! Yo, bro.
He's got a nice payday today.
And the man was sleeping like right under the other ATM. Like he's like right under.
Oh, I remember.
And I'm just like,
it's like,
oh man, I gotta walk.
That's so funny.
But yeah,
and that's why one of the main reasons that one is closed now.
Yeah, it's basically.
Yeah,
it's a rental property or something. Or they're trying to do something with it, but.
And that's why some banks like they don't even. Once the bank closes, it's like, yo, do your thing outside.
I never expected.
I don't even.
I never expected in Brampton though. I thought I got away from this.
You guys have drive-through banks though.
Yeah.
That's some cool.
That's the thing that's different about
Yeah,
them.
we got some drive-through bags.
I actually don't prefer them, but they got drive-through banks.
Yeah, I prefer them.
Cause the last thing you want to be is like caught in the midst of it. Like,
Oh, you just floor it. I just cancel it. No, get me wrong. At night, same thing. Beep. The cars. Beep, beep. My hand is on the red for cancel. If need be. The most tense time is when you hear the money coming in. Right. That's the tense time for me. Other than that, if anybody tries to cancel, like I'm ready. I'm ready to hop that red button. Like I didn't put it in park. I'm holding it with the drive. So, but anyway,
that's funny.
another thing we're gonna talk about.
I don't know.
Pop balloon.
Just yeah.
Just a quick thing.
Quick
I don't like those pop the balloon games.
I love them.
I can't stand them.
The one thing
Love
about
them.
wait, I want to get her name right.
Honestly, they should be like the new version of roast.
It reminds me of
new version of Rosen.
No, you know what it reminds me of Next. Remember the show Next? Where it's like a dating people and they come out the car and then the person will be like, oh, I don't like how you look. Next. And then it's like the longer the date is, the more money they make.
Oh.
So it's like a dating thing. They come out the van and they date. They go on a date with a person.
Okay.
And if the person doesn't like you, as soon as you get out, next, you go right back in the van. And there's like candidates in the van. And then sometimes like mid-date, you're eating a restaurant and she saw you don't use knife or fork, next. Go in the van and the next man just eats after you. just switch.
What?
It just switches. It's called next.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that balloon thing is rough to watch.
Why?
The only thing is like, I guess shout out to her, Arlette Amuli from I think it's based in Phoenix, right? But something with the way hers is filmed is like it's stepped up. Like how it looks is like you.
It's don't get me wrong, the quality is
it's
amazing.
production.
It's amazing to watch, but it like my anxiety, yo. Like imagine just walk. Like, I feel bad for the people that just walk in.
No.
Pop, 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 pop. It's like you got shot like 4 or 5 times. Like pop, 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 beer balloon.
But you know what?
And then when they ask you why you popped a balloon, you might as well aim down, bro. You might as well aim down. I popped the balloon because your face too big. Blow! Like, and then they have the Jamaican one. The Jamaicans have no filter.
Versions?
The Jamaican one, the man just said, why you pop your balloon? You know, I gotta tell you the truth, I just buy a bread and I can't afford a new one. I can't afford the new bed. You taking your mash up my bed, I can't afford a new one. I'm like,
All because the girl's a bigger girl?
yes. That is horrible.
But you know what?
And another man said, your front looks exactly like your back. I can't tell the difference. Why are Jamaicans that mean? Why? That is not nice.
But look,
And then
you're gonna say what like?
I'm sorry.
The front and the.
How you tell somebody your front and your back looks
like,
the same?
how does your front and your back look at the same? And I'm like, is it
Big
both
back,
flat?
big back. Sorry.
Is it both flat or is it both?
Like,
Big.
yeah, big. Like, I was like very
The
concerned.
worst thing is about it, like Jamaicans are not gonna let you slide with that too. Like you diss them, they're gonna diss them. You can't manage me. It's like, they can't manage you.
Well, that's the thing. I
Like-
saw that one. That was hilarious, though. Very funny. And the other guy was like, I can manage. The man took off his shirt and everything. He's like, come, jump into my arms.
Yo, what?
And dropped.
Did I remember? And then some of it is
Holding
just
her.
cringy. She's like,
Dropped holding her. Yeah. And she did not drop on the floor with him.
so he crumbled. He crumbled.
Yo,
He crumbled. I seen the one, and then I seen one where like
so funny.
a Jamaican, and then she popped the balloon, and he's like, no, cause you're too soft. You look like you can't deal with me rough. He's like, me can't deal with you rough. I can show you. He's like, what? He just grabbed him by the throat. I said, hey, hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
I love how
Whoa.
you're listing all the reasons why it's not that great of a show. But it's a great show.
For entertainment.
For entertainment. But two, it also kind of two, it's kind of like it's a humbling experience when you watch these people.
Jeez.
Because a lot of these guys or a lot of these women, they go in there with a very big head and a very big ego, and then they realize that
the blue start pop pop pop
yeah,
pop.
like
Yo.
you go in there. I remember there's like this one. So there's this doctor, and it seems like he's been on so many episodes. Yeah,
that guy is Dr. Elon.
The
you're
way
a man still, but
the man,
entertaining, but
he's a bad man.
the man, he'll go there and be like, "How can you love me when you don't love yourself?" It's
Yo, I remember this because
it shows.
I just wanted to know who fixed your teeth.
Yeah, that too. So it's just like those things where it's like, okay, he has a comeback for everything, for sure, by all means, right? Whoever he chooses, by all means. Whoever is his look or his desired look, by all means. But
Yo, it just
that superficial thing. Yeah, it just goes back to the superficial. Obviously, who you think is someone that you're attracted to may not feel the same way for you.
It's which is understandable, but it's tough to see sometimes because I'm like, ooh. Especially when they just walked in. I remember the one when she's like, it's the fit and the glasses. The man said, I can't see.
Yeah.
How's that my fault? Yeah. I can't see.
But it tells you she only wants somebody who has 20/20 vision.
Which is fair.
Right? If he came in there with contacts, would she have the same level of like energy to pop?
No, but then, yo, bro, I don't think I can manage in there. You might as well just kill me now. I'm not saying that, like, I can't handle rejection, but, like, the balloon pop is crazy.
Yeah.
Bah! I see one when the man pop his own friend's balloon. Pop! Like, it's like, no, what do you do with yours still?
Yeah, wow.
And sometimes it's funny. Yo, honestly, it's hilarious, though, because they be like, they walk by, pop, 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 pop. What's your name? Jamie. Pop! What do you do? I'm a carpenter. Pop, 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 pop! I'm like, ooh.
It's like, damn.
You know, like carpentry?
It's like, I would like people that work with, like, trees. I don't like your name.
Obviously, it's not that.
I had a bad experience with the name.
Yeah, that has been said before. But it's like, to them, these ladies are coming out here. It's like, oh, you're not this. So your actual job isn't going to pay whatever it is that the lifestyle that they want. So it's like, okay.
I've seen when the men's are like, I can't be with you because you make too much.
Because you make too much.
And them type of something there. And I'm just like,
I've heard that too.
Oh, that's an interesting take. Yeah. But some people they go back and forth and then the other person jumps in and is like, you look like a Ninja Turtle. I said, geez.
Yeah,
that
one
was episode 11.
That one was wild.
That one went like
wild.
Like the guy came in and said, you're not qualified. You're not qualified.
Yeah, you're not qualified. It's like, well, I'm saying you good at everybody, and I could take it, but you look like a Ninja Turtle. You don't look that good. And then you look dusty. Your hair ain't growing.
Nah, but then he said, look, tell me something. I could take 100,000 out of the bank right now. Can you do that? No,
none of that is true.
He's
getting exposed. He's getting exposed.
It's like that was filmed, and then all of a sudden someone jumped up on TikTok and it was like, "Oh, I dated him, and he used to do this to me." People would spam his job. He lost his plumber's job. It's like there was a lot going on with that guy in the episode.
That's why you gotta be nice to people, man.
But yo, like
another one. No,
cooking people on there, yo.
There was one that caught my eye too. It was I think episode 10. There's just certain pockets I seen. Like a woman came on there and the guy said, "Yo, we were supposed to hang out like a week ago, a while back."
Yes. I seen that.
You didn't even.
And then because the first thing she said is, "I need communication. If you don't have these."
Oh, yo.
And then as soon as she came through and the guy popped,
the guy's like, "Yeah, but you left me on."
He left me on red.
Like
I need and he said exactly what she said at the beginning, back to her, and she was just like.
And also, no, I remember
everybody says, "What?" No problem. You know what's the worst? Is the post credit, like the post fight, like interview, like when y'all got popped, and the man said, "You see, you know what? That's why I don't like these Atlanta girls." The man's is mad. He's like, "Yo, I'm tired of these people, man. You see, it's just me. I do me, man." And I'm like, "Yo, he look like he's about to cry, bro."
The one thing with Arlette though, like she does like. You know how they do it like bad girls. She does reunions. Oh, okay. So like whoever matched up, she'll like follow up and be like.
But that's good.
That
is good.
Hers like
it's
a next. level.
She
type
wants
of
more
thing.
positivity.
Like,
Right.
as much as like I
And
used
she's qualified because she's married. Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm really thinking she's the only one married doing this.
This show.
you know what's the thing about
Oh,
these
that tells
shows?
you the difference, right?
Before I could laugh at this stuff, but now I just like American Idol. I used to laugh at the people, but now when I watch it, I'm like, ooh, oh, that's so bad. I feel so bad.
horrible.
I feel so bad. I'm like, who? You don't have real friends. Who told you?
Who told you could go here?
Go there? Like,
You are being
but
sent
yo,
home
and sometimes, yo, and the worst thing is like, I watch it and I'm like, oh, that balloon's gonna pop because this guy's just a walk. He came in bossy. The man came in bossy and just pop, 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 pop. Tense up like. What's your name? What's your name again? Kevin. Like, they're baffled.
Yeah.
Man, that's,
But I feel like that show is a real good show, especially when it
is
comes to.
humbling.
It is humbling. But then the other thing is like you actually kind of see in ratios and averages what women actually find attractive.
Yeah, you get
And men. Right?
Some women. You can't, but I hear you.
But even before they talk even before they even say who they are, they walk in there, their presence, their outfit, how they put themselves together. That right there, how many times if that right there would have been a key player for a lot of people. They'd be like, the fact that you got popped from walking into the room says this is a matter of first impressions.
Listen to me.
This is how important first
Let me
impressions
decide
are.
to go on that type of show. If I hear like 3 more pops, I'm just gonna walk right
really?
Like what? You think I'm gonna sit there and have them talk to me? I walk in, pop a top, pop, 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 pop. I'm walking right, walking
Thank
right
you,
over.
LA.
Thinking, yo, what?
No, a Toronto edition would be kind of.
Oh no!
I would actually.
They probably do because I swear there was a lot of like, what is it?
I feel like Snoopy would be one of the first
Yeah.
ones who would do it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay. That's wow.
They'll probably do the popping, but he used to do the other one, the
Smash or Pass.
Smash or Pass,
Right.
and that gets hectic. So I think the balloon popping would be
That's
kind of hectic still.
you walk in, you're like, oh no, and the minute they read that jolt, they're like, he's not confident, and they're kind of just like, okay, what's he gonna say? What's she gonna say?
Yo, I didn't like you because of your shoes. That's it, my shoes. Right, but
the shoes could represent something.
I don't like your name. I don't like names that end with an A. Like it'll be some random things. But
That too represents something. It all represents something.
It can show how picky people are.
Yes. That's
I can't go in those type of shows. That
is why you're not dating for love like that.
excuse me, first off, we're not gonna talk about my love life on this podcast.
Wow,
That's what we're not gonna do.
I'm so sorry.
We will not because we don't know.
This
Y'all
is
don't know
why.
why I'm in what I can't even talk. I can't even talk.
whoa, what the?
Edit this out. I swear to you. God damn it. Sakia, man. I'm joking. I don't know what the hell to talk about. I'm joking. But
With that, no, before
I feel like I need to like correct her.
Holy, what do you? You got
A little stress there, huh?
I'm pressed, triggered, gaslit. Whatever word, narcissist, you're narcissist. What other words they use? What other words? Gas, triggered, narcissist, pressure. I'm shaking. What other words?
I'm shaking.
What's another word? Dead. I can't take it anywhere. I'm joking. Whatever it's called.
No,
about to scream. About to
I
scream
think
right now.
your
joking.
repressed feelings
Repressed. Yo,
are surfacing.
whoa. What is about to be unleashed? What is gonna come through these pores? Find out next to you.
You ever see?
Right?
You ever see the movie Psycho? What was it? What was the movie? Was it Psycho when the man just everything just discombobulated?
The only key advice I can say is don't show up looking motherly. Don't show up looking motherly. Because
What for the popping?
How do you
balloon?
dress for those
Yeah.
occasions? Like what's the dress code?
business casual. No, if I were to do it, I'll do business casual. That's like the only way to like
Business casual.
just nice polo.
If a balloon pops when I walk out in a blazer, bro, I'm.
If you do
spinning
street, because streetwear is funny. Like it's like streetwear can be funny. Like you can have the right sneakers, but then it's just like just keep it
It
simple.
doesn't read well.
I don't.
Black shoes, black pants, nice polo.
I'm gonna need someone to help me dress. That's what I need. But I'm
Image-
not.
no,
I don't plan to go on those shows, but I need it.
Image consultants that's a really important
Yeah.
how you
Present yourself.
I need an image consultant. Hi, anyone?
First
out there?
impressions.
Hello.
They matter.
You know.
right.
All right. I think it's time for us to wrap this up. Why you laugh? Why are you laughing? Why?
Sorry.
I saw one ear just went.
Sorry, like
I saw one ear just went like.
popped or something.
I even pop. Well, speaking of popping, but no. I just like. I don't know. I gotta go. Anyways,
All right. You guys have anything to plug?
you don't even get it. Before you get an ailment, and you're just like, yo, I need to leave right now. Like, Delnigero, DELNIJIRO. Soon to be banned TikTok. Soon Instagram. Unsplash. That was a crazy like. Holy.
What happened there?
That was.
You guys said, Soldier Boy, bing, 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 bing. Sorry. I'm sorry.
But yes, Delnigero here. Twitter, Instagram, Unsplash. That's it for now, really. Just trying to survive these Toronto times, you know.
I feel that. Right. I feel that. So it's your girl Z. You can find me on Instagram at THENERDZZZ, the nerd Z. Also, check out Revelers section Cypher. You can follow them at Cicero Math.
I was trying to get a pen and ding, 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 ding.
Yes, at SISSEROU_MAS, Cicero Mass, and check out their stuff there. If you are planning on participating this year in Toronto Carnival, then you can get a discount if you follow my code. I will find my code and put it somewhere. But we're going to put it somewhere. Probably up here. But yeah. And I mean, there's another thing. If you're doing anything or wanting to do other stuff aside from Toronto Carnival, definitely check out the boat ride. I'm going to be on it. It's going to be lit. It's called A Wall. So we look forward to that. And my last thing before you go. If you're interested in doing advertising or marketing or whatever, definitely reach out to us.
Oh yeah.
We're here for it. We're working with a few brands, so if you guys are interested, yes, check.
Sorry. I thought about Soca the other day. I was listening to Soca could be vulgar.
Vulgar?
Like, oh yeah, pull it out and turn it around. Pull it out and turn it around. Pull it out and turn it around and push it back in. I heard the song. I said, oh, they're talking about sex.
Are they?
Boy, the water running. That is sexual innuendos, my guy.
Well, yeah,
Pull it out and turn it around.
That is an old song. Though.
And I said,
but I guess from back then.
and this is, and parents were having a jolly old time to songs like that. And they want to talk about what is being played now. It's just history repeating itself. But anyway, you can follow me at J Hunterville.
The water on the floor, you just
J Hunterville.
Not your legs are like.
You can follow me on J Hunterville, Lou Pistols on Twitch, Blizzboy Pod off. Also, I want to audition for some things.
Ooh.
I'm trying to get into like a role of some sort.
Ooh.
I'm trying to, since I'm finally staying in the country for a bit, I want to audition for a role. Give me a role. Give me something. See if I can play it.
Whoa, don't say anything.
Audition. Crackhead number 2.
Yeah, you can't.
Why?
Sorry.
Just give me. Actually,
Yo,
like I can. There's a role that I'm thinking to audition for But like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But
That was
I know
crazy.
I can give me a role. Give me a role. Like, give me someone.
like business meeting. You're in the back. Like you're
I mean, you should do, what's the one? Law and Order, Toronto edition.
somehow get in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my client here.
Yeah.
Objection, Your Honor.
Or you could be one of the witnesses.
Me saw him do it, man.
Yo. On a
Just
real
imagine
thing,
if they actually
still
put
nobody.
dreads on him.
Yo, okay, whoa.
I didn't do nothing. Still, I didn't do. I need to watch Law and Order.
It's
I need,
good.
You need to tell me.
It's good.
Something like that. But yeah. I want to audition for something and play a role or something. I actually want to play a villain. I think that's the one. I want to play like a crazy, psycho like villain. I feel like I could play that very well. And once I play that, I feel like I'll be okay.
Okay.
I know it sounds crazy.
You're gonna be that guy.
So it's not method
from like in BET movies. That one black guy, can't stand him. Every time I see his face, I can't stand him. I'm like, yo, this man is just evil.
Yo, I think Kevin Bacon, I always thought he's evil, yo. I don't know what movie.
Bacon?
Yeah.
Yo, that's
he
actually good.
He looks like an evil person every time I see him.
Kevin Bacon. That's actually a really. Has he ever played a good role? Like
I feel like he did in one movie, but
even in Leave the World Behind, he looked kind of evil.
I don't trust you, sir.
Kevin.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
He's played good roles.
Probably.
No, but like the demeanor.
I'm like, I don't know about you. And the guy that played the Green Goblin, I feel like he'll be a bad guy for life.
No, he's played some really nice, like...
The old man?
Yeah, he's played some really nice...
Dr. Osborne's in sabbatical.
He has.
That nigga lost his mind. I said, oh my goodness. This is
why is there a meme of him like looking up the sky like...
Yo, he lost his... Yo, bro.
I don't know what...
Yeah, he has the face.
Yo,
he definitely
I'm not going to lie. I laughed in Far From Home when he did that.
Wait,
that was
from Far From
Home. Because what happened is like everybody's like Spider-Man heard the bomb ticking little, and he caught it. Keith
David is one of them.
Keith David, the black guy from Greenleaf,
the voice.
Him.
You think he's a villain?
He's a villain.
Oh yeah,
he's a villain.
You're going to hell.
But there's another man. There's another man. No matter where he is the villain every time. And I can't stand it. Doesn't matter what role he's in. He could be in a good role. He could be a principal. I just look at him. I'll be like, nah, bro. You are the straight villain. You are. This is not art.
Tales from the Hood?
Still art. We're going to hell. Yeah, I want to audition for something. Give me something, please. Thank you. Because questions, concerns, complaints, send it to AskTheVent@gmail. AskTheVent@gmail.com. We're on Instagram, all the DSPs, and all social stuff.
Okay.
I think I was gonna say it's getting late. What I was gonna say? Oh, how am I gonna explain this to you guys? I'll say it like this. If there was a situation that, you're about to go do a drive-by. What song would you play in the car when you're about to do the drive-by?
Okay.
That is going to be an event that we're going to be having soon, where two teams battle out with scenarios. Just stay tuned. I'll just say, just stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of questions. And see your musical forte. Are you playing 50 Cent? Are you playing Making My Way, Walking Fast? Whatever you play. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Y'all be safe in these streets. Understand this. Okay, guys? The wise words of the day. Live like no one else, so later in life, you'll live like no one else. I mean...
What?
This is The Vet, and we out. Peace.